Welcome to the 2300 Pick 6 podcast. I'm your host, Dave Walker, doing week 1 picks with Wolf. How you doing, Wolf?
Hey, I'm doing good, brother. What's up, all the fuckheads listening?
I'm doing good, man. Just got back from AEW Dynamite. Had a good time celebrating my birthday. And before we make our picks, I want to get into this right now, which is, we had this talk at SummerSlam about wrestling fans, which the two we can't stand, which are tribalistic fans and overzealous. And today I had to deal with an overzealous fan. This guy literally was a total fucking asshole. The first thing he tried to do was when Mark Briscoe got there, he wanted Mark Briscoe to sign his car, hits Mark Briscoe's chair with his car. Second one was the same thing with Lashley, hits his rental car with the chair. Then when, if you go to ECW Arena, you know where the fence is, like where you park the cars?
Exactly where it is.
Yeah.
I went there many times in the 90s.
Yeah. Well, he kept shouting at people to come, and then they had to put a tarp there. Strike 3 was the icing on the cake, was when Christian was coming, he literally approached him to sign his Funko Pop, and that's when the security guards got mad, and then he got pissed at me because I had Jay Lethal sign my sign, because Jay Lethal was saying, hey, I'm not signing anything like memorabilia-wise, like cards, chairs, or whatever. But when I said, hey, it's my birthday, can you just sign my sign? And he was like, all right, well, that's fine. I'll sign that because you're not trying to sell anything off of that. Because I'm only having that as a collector just for sentimental reasons.
Yeah, I mean, that's totally different. Fuck that.
Yeah. But like I said, we had to talk at SummerSlam. We said two fans we can't stand are tribalistic ones and overzealous ones. And as I said, here's the reason why wrestling fans get a bad rap. It's because of shit like this. And adding what happened with Saraya this year when a fan attempted to kiss her, it really gets a lot worse. What do you think about all that?
Dude, fucking... Well, especially when I wrestle on the indies, my whole thought on the tribalistic fans are, fuck you, are you even really a wrestling fan?
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not. Secondly, the overzealous ones, you fuckers need to learn two things. Words specifically. Self-control.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's coming from a fucking Marine Corps vet.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're not exactly poster children for that. And I'm telling you, guys, come on. It's not that hard to just fucking keep your hand and not be a fucking dick.
No, don't. Like I said, the guy literally, you weren't there, and it was a point where, here's the thing, if it would have got personal, if it was with Anna Jay, then it would have been on, and I would have said, look, I don't care, you got to throw me out. I don't think I would have got thrown. I think Anna would have been like, hey, don't throw him out, let him stay, because he's just defending my honor.
No, Anna definitely would have let you stay just because you were defending her.
Yeah. Because I would have said, look, you ain't doing this with her. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care. You've already pushed your luck when you hit Jay's car with that chair, and then you literally shoved that chair into Bob. I don't know if that was Bobby's actual car or not, or if that was a rental. I don't know. But I think that Bobby was probably driving a rental car. I think it was a rental. But yeah, Bobby got like buku money, but I don't think Bobby really wants to pay for damages. Because he literally was pushing his luck the whole day. And like I said, I don't like, like I said, we talk about like stuff like wrestling. We have some comedy here and there, but like I said, this really was pissing me off, and I really wanted to get it off my chest.
No, dude, I understand completely. I mean, fucking, I almost wonder if this is the same guy who fucking set the bus the other day.
Mm-hmm.
All right, didn't I tell you about that?
No, I don't think you did.
The other day while I was at work, I was out getting carts, and I look up because I see a fucking set the bus speed horn.
Yeah.
There's this motherfucker trying to pick a fight. Not the driver, the bus.
Yeah.
He literally ripped his shirt off and started screaming at the bus. You bitch. Like, it was one of those, it made my fucking day.
Oh my god.
I was just like, that's probably the most fucking Delco thing I'll see all year.
Yeah, that probably was, but yeah, like I said, I've seen my stuff, which was, like I said, the day was, like I said, Saturday I had a good day at Collision, met Anna, met everybody. Yesterday. Today I had a very good day with my birthday. My sign got signed by a whole lot of wrestlers, all the way from Renee Paquette, John Moxley, Mike Speedball. Darby signed my sign, which that finally got that off my bucket list, meeting Darby Allin.
Oh yeah, no, he's a fucking awesome dude.
Oh yeah, Darby was cool. And then the last one was Renberg, who signed my sign. So I had a good time. Thank you, AEW. I'll be back again for Saturday for Collision. And like I said, what I said about Mercedes losing the title, I was hoping, but after her giving me that photo and signing my sign, I would have made a bash on Tony Khan, but right now I'm a little bit conflicted. I can't right now tonight.
Yeah.
Because I didn't expect.
Activated the curse of Anna Jay.
Yeah, because I didn't. Like I said, I didn't expect Mercedes to be nice. I was expecting, because there were two fans who were Mercedes Moné fans. Like one was like, I think like a little girl and like a little boy, and I was like, hey, when she was coming over, I was like, hey, why don't you come over? Just come over and get your picture with her. She's not going to bite. It's not like she's got cooties or anything. And they did, and they got their photo. Like I said, she was very nice, which was a shocker, which was a major shocker to me. Alrighty. Before we make our week 1 picks, we have like teams you expect that are going to make a run, like your normal ones. Like I have my scenarios, which is I have Philly making it to the Super Bowl, I have Detroit going, and also Buffalo and Baltimore. What do you think of those?
And I have the exact same picks this year.
Yeah. Anyone you think that's going to be like your dark horse team that like, hey, watch out. My only one dark horse is going to be the Minnesota Vikings because, yes, they have a rookie quarterback in J.J. McCarthy. This is his first full year. But to me, I do see they still have the same weapons. I can see Minnesota being like that final wild card team. Do you see that?
I definitely see that. They are one of my 2 dark horse teams as well.
Okay.
Another dark horse team is going to be actually, I think a lot of people are going to be sleeping on Seattle.
Okay.
Because it's a very different team.
Yep.
And I think a lot of people are going to be underestimating them.
I do think
that's
that.
going to give them an edge.
Yeah, I do think that because when I did my episode with Joe Law last night, we did talk about Seattle now with Sam Darnold, and now you have Cooper Kupp, and you have Smith and Jigma. You still have Kenneth Walker, so I do think that team will cause a little bit of damage. They're going to compete with the Rams because it's not going to be San Fran competing with them because San Fran, I've said to people, I don't think the Niners are going to be good this year.
No, they're definitely not going to be good this year.
No.
There's no way now.
I don't see it this year because I'm not saying, let's say if Debo does not go, even with Debo going, I don't think it's going to help. Let's say that's my reason why, because you have a lot of people coming back from injuries.
Really do. But,
yeah.
I mean, San Fran, they're due for a down year.
I do think that, and I'm not saying I'm at the verge of saying that Shanahan's going to get cut or fired anytime soon, but I don't see it just yet. Now, AFC, do you see anybody that's a dark horse in the AFC? Because for me, the only one I do see that could try to do something is if the Bengals can get off to a fast start. I'm not saying they got to go 4-0. They can go at least 3-0, 3-1, and get a fast start in September, then you're not going to be in the same mess that you were in last year, which is where you had to rely on the Chiefs to get you in the playoffs, but we all knew, not the Chiefs, you had to rely on Denver losing to the Chiefs in the final game of the season, but which we all knew was not going to happen due to the Chiefs were not going to put Mahomes in.
Well, never mind them not putting Mahomes in. We also knew there was no fucking way the Chiefs were going to risk a Bengals team going in.
No.
No one wanted a fucking Bengals offense that would drop 50 points before they could blink.
Yeah. That's the reason why. But as I said in the previous episode with Joe, if the Bengals can get off to a fast start, then you won't be in that predicament of trying to fight for a final wild card spot.
You know, I don't consider a dark horse team because really we all know they have the capability.
Yeah, they do.
I don't think anyone's going to be speaking on them. I really do think they will be a playoff team this year.
Mm-hmm.
As far as AFC dark horse teams,
yeah. Because I really couldn't come up with one, to be honest with you. I really couldn't.
AFC dark horse.
Yeah, I said for me, that's what I said. I can't consider the Bengals a dark horse team. They're a good team. It's just, can you just get to a fast start? That's just the thing.
Yeah, I can't really come up with a dark horse team from the AFC either.
Yeah, that's what I said. I can't come up with anything.
With the Bengals, it's all just as long as they can get off to they're set.
Yeah, but I really couldn't find anything. That's why I was like, that's about it. And I know we're all going to have to deal with now Mr. Travis Kelce being engaged to Taylor Swift. And I say, how long that lasts, barring he doesn't cheat before. I'll say this. Wherever his bachelor party is, if Jason, you're listening, take Travis to whatever the best strip club in Philadelphia is.
Make sure you post plenty of pictures of strippers grinding on him, too.
Yeah, that too. Find whatever the best strip club in PA is, either Cheerleaders, Risque Video, or Club Risque, or wherever in PA, or wherever you take them. Alrighty, let's begin with our picks. So we have our Thursday night game, which is tonight. The Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. We already know who both we're picking because, like we said, both of us are going with Dallas.
Yeah, I'm going with the curse of Anna Jay for this one.
Yeah.
I think you accented it. I also think the Super Bowl hangover. I just listen to every day. They're going in. They're going in this cocky.
Yeah, they are.
Especially if you guys losing Mike. I think that's going to be their undoing. Is they're going to be looking past Dallas to next week.
I do see that too. I think that too, that they are going to look at us past us because everybody thought, now that Micah's gone, we're screwed. Yeah, I say about the trade with Micah Parsons, I was a little bit shocked. I thought somebody was playing a prank on me at first. Or I did get pranked at my job when somebody gave me a Micah Parsons trading card for my birthday. It was a Cowboys one, but now him going, it's like, yeah.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you. But here's the thing. So I was a little bit conflicted on it. Then I looked at the pros and cons of this. I don't support everything that Jerry Jones does, but I look at this on Micah Parsons he did put up good numbers, but the thing of the matter is when it came to games that it really mattered, he never showed up. And in the playoffs, he only had 1 sack, and that was against Tom Brady. And in those games against the Niners, didn't show up. And then when we played against the Packers, where we got our asses kicked, he did not show up. What did you think about that?
I mean, that sounds about accurate. Like, he puts up great numbers when it doesn't matter.
That's
downfall.
Yeah, he'll put up good against the bad teams, but when it was against... I only give him one time he showed up, and that was against Seattle. And that was the one where he pressured Geno in order for us to get that win. That was the only time that he literally had a good game time moment.
Yeah, that was a good one, but with him, it feels like few and far between. So
Yeah.
I really wonder, I hear him always considered an impact player.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, I can't really look at him as an impact player because, he's a hell of a player, but like you said, he seems to disappear when it counts.
Yeah, he disappears when it counts, like in the playoffs. He didn't show up in any of those Niners games. I'm not saying, look, I understood the first one, that was his rookie year. I'll give him a pass on that one. But the one after, which I'm going to go, was, he did sack Tom Brady, but that was a Tom Brady on decline. And practically the whole Cowboys defense got to Tom Brady that night.
Yeah. He was behind the line that was folding like a fucking pizza box.
Yeah, that everybody got to Tom. Yeah, the whole Cowboys defense got to Tom Brady that night. That one, okay. The Niners game, he didn't show up against them, against Brock Purdy and them. And then the Green Bay game, nobody showed up.
You are not wrong there.
No, and I'll say Green Bay, they got a defense out of him. Okay, right now, you don't know if he's going to play against Detroit this Sunday because of his back hurting him. I said, okay, I'll give Green Bay this, and I'm not hating on the Packers. I said, the Packers would make the playoffs, but I did have the Packers getting one and done possibly to the LA Rams.
Oh, they're definitely gonna be one and done if they make it. They just don't have the depth for a deep run, I think.
Yeah, that's why I said it, that one. So Green Bay has him, but we'll wait and see. So both of us are picking the Cowboys. I'm going with that because I said, like you said, the curse of Anna J. And for new people out here that know what this means, what that means is anytime that I meet Anna J, something always is good happen to me in either way. So I'll go first time, I won 1,200 at casino, got podcasting equipment. Second time, made local news. Third time was when Dallas should not have beat Washington in the first meeting. And then when I got the over in Baltimore versus the Chargers, and I'll say the Pittsburgh game against the Cincinnati Bengals when I got the $1,200 there. So in this one, if Dallas beats them, I'm going to say right now, do not put the heat on her. And if I have to act like that guy for like it was Brittany, which was leave Brittany alone, I'm going to say this. Leave Anna alone. Put the heat on me. She didn't do anything in this.
No, he go after him. He went to activate the curse of Anna J. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
He said, "We know you were trying to activate the curse of Anna J."
Yeah. But I know, and I will say this: Cowboys win, and I go to a collision on Saturday. I will wear my Dallas Cowboy hat and my Anna J shirt. Just gotta figure out which one's gonna be. It's either gonna be Fat Ass Bad Attitude or Star of the Show. Because eventually I do have to get the Try Me shirt.
But Bad Attitude.
I probably might do that one.
Yeah.
I probably might do that one. That's what I'm thinking more of. It's either going to be that one or Star of the Show one. That's the two I have of Anna J's. But I know where everybody's thinking is Dallas beats them. Don't go after Anna J. And Anna J, if you're listening to this, please get security ready for you if any idiot tries it. That's why I said, if you want to do it, put the heat on me. I'll take the heat. Because I know there are some dumbasses out there are thinking it.
Some.
Mostly.
There's a ton of motherfuckers thinking it.
A ton of them are thinking, well, they know, yeah, we all know her relationship status right now, and I'm not, well, most of the whole world knows it, but I'm not going to leak that out there. So, both of us are taking,
oh, man.
What'd you say, go ahead, man?
No, it's just, should I be that asshole? No, I won't.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do that to you.
Because I caught myself when I did it with Joe, and I said, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's when I caught myself. Because there is the fact of the matter, what if she does listen to this and watch this? That's when I said, no. I don't need heat with Anna J, and that's a battle I'm going to lose. Badly.
Battle, that's a war where you would get massacred.
Yeah, that's a war I'm going to get massacred, and that's a war I know I'm not going to win. There's a time where, to be smart and stupid, that's when I literally caught myself. I was like, nope. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. No. I am not doing that. No. I'm not putting her out there like that. No, I'm not doing that. So, they have Dallas as 8.5 favorites. You taking those points? I mean, underdogs, sorry. 8.5 underdogs. You taking those points?
I am not taking those points.
Okay.
I honestly think it's going to be... I think it's going to be them maybe by like a field goal.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're underdog. They gave us 8.5. That's what they're giving us.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, the other way, because Philly's the 8.5 favorite. We're the underdog.
Oh, wait, yeah, you guys are... I'm just thinking with the Curse of Edge, your favorites because of that in my mind. So, yeah, I will take those points.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to take them, too. Over or under 47 points?
I'm going over.
Same here. I'm going to take the over in this one, too. The next one we have is the Chiefs and the Chargers on Friday night. Who you got?
Chiefs and Chargers. Don't trust the refs. I think they're going to want to get their god, Patrick Mahomes, off to a fast start.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's going to be some rigging it for the... I know they're going to want to rig it for the fucking...
For the Chiefs?
Swift, Kelsey, Super... Yeah, so I think the refs will play a big part in helping the Chiefs get
Okay.
another win.
Yeah. I have the Chiefs winning this too because, yeah, even though it's in Brazil, I'm hoping that no one gets injured because that field was not good last year when we had Eagles-Packers. And nobody
That
literally.
field was fucking terrible.
Yeah, and a lot of people did get injured. Jordan Love got injured on that field last year. Now, I'm hoping, I don't know what the NFL's done to this field. I don't know if Mahomes has some special kind of cleats or whatever, or most of them. You better find something because last year nobody got out of there healthy.
Yeah, no, that was one thing I remember being very surprised with was how many Eagles got out of there, went out of there injured, and
Yeah,
I remember thinking to myself, wow, their season's done before it started.
yeah. And Green Bay lost Jordan Love for a couple weeks, but luckily for them, they were still able to make a playoffs here. But I have my problem with international games. I don't like them because if it's those Sunday ones where it's way, way early in the morning, like 9:30, 10 o'clock, it's like, oh, God, I got to get up now. I got to make coffee, and I got to hurry making breakfast.
Yeah,
That's my thing with the international games. I know this is, thank God we don't have NFL or Europe anymore, but I like it to keep it in the States. But in this,
now.
yeah. For now, yeah. But in this instance, I'm going to take the Chiefs as well. I see Mahomes getting his win, getting his revenge. I know the Chiefs are right now on their little revenge tour to try to get back, avenge their Super Bowl loss, and try to start off as fast as usual. This will be a win for them, and for the love of God, I hope Taylor Swift is not in Brazil. And I know next week is Chiefs-Eagles. This would have been one time I wouldn't have minded that game being in Philadelphia because Philadelphia could have booed Taylor Swift out the building, and then Taylor could have got mad and said, well, you're never getting another concert again. I'd be like, whoopee, I ain't losing sleep over it.
I will do backflips. I will show her the way to get out of Pennsylvania on the guarantee that she promises to never back.
Yeah. But in this one is for Friday, for the people that are there at Tom Foolery's, you still got Baywatch. They still have it on.
They're gonna ooh that TV every single time we see her.
Yeah, they will, and I probably will too when I'm at the whatever casino I'm at, either AC or PA. Well, most likely it's going to be Atlantic City. If Dallas wins, it's going to be Atlantic City because I'm not going to start something because they're going to still be in mourning over the loss of losing to us. That's why I said Saturday they probably will get over it. But like I said, if the Cowboys beat them Saturday, I go to Collision, I will have my Cowboys hat on and my Anna J T-shirt on. I'm not too bad. I'm not going to carry a sign that said Anna J was the sign would have said, but I'm not carrying another sign. Would have said was Anna J helped me win. Anna J helped the Dallas Cowboys win, but I'm not going to do that. I'll just do the shirt and the hat. So I'll do that. I'll take the
Dude,
Chiefs.
you will get her fucking mauled if you yeah. Fine, don't
Yeah,
do it.
that's why I said I'm not going to do that. That's why I said I'm not going to do that. I said, but the best I'm going to do is a T-shirt and a hat.
Yeah, I mean, because all you gotta do if there's some fucking idiotic guy who's gonna see the hat and want to start some shit.
No, and then I can start with, well, who won the game? And I'll say who won. Who won? I'm sorry, I spoiled your party. The only difference is I'm not going to this one because I've only done one incident. I don't think I ever told you this incident. And I'll tell. Back in 2012 when the Cowboys played the Giants, when we ruined their Super Bowl win, there's a little Super Bowl party when they hung their banner. I literally threw a Giants fan Super Bowl ring in the Hudson River.
You told me about that. I remember that.
Oh, I didn't think I told you that one. That was back in 2012. I don't know if I ever told you that one. That was right after that. Who knew that I was going to get sick 3 days later?
Yeah, no, you did about this because I remember that.
Okay, I didn't know if I told you that story.
Yeah, because the part that I remember most was you getting sick 3 days later.
Yeah, I didn't know if I told you that part was after the Cowboys beat the Giants because they got mad at us. I literally got into it with a Giants fan, took his Super Bowl ring and threw it in the Hudson River.
But yeah, you did tell me about that.
Okay.
That I do remember.
Okay, I didn't think I told you that one. Yeah, because that is a true story because I literally did. It was right after that when the Cowboys beat them. I literally threw a Giants fan Super Bowl ring into the Hudson River. I said after all that, I said, yeah, you want your ring? Go swim in the Hudson River and get it. And I literally, there's no video. Somebody has the video. I have to find it. Whoever had filmed me doing it, whoever I got to remember whoever it was back then. I got to see if he still has it, and I'll post it. But I literally did do that. So I'm gonna take the Chiefs with the 3-point. They have the Chiefs as 3-point favorites. You taking the Chiefs or the Chargers with the 3 points?
I'm gonna take the Chiefs with the 3 points as well.
Okay. Yeah, because I said with Joe, I was going to take the 3-point underdog points with the Chargers. I'm going to go 3-point underdog because these two do put up points, and the Chargers do battle. Because I could say if it does get decided by a field goal, you can cover that 3, or worse is if Herbert doesn't throw a late game interception, which he will probably do. So I'm going to take the Chargers with the 3.5-point underdog points. Over or under 46?
I'm going to go under 46 on this one. Because, yes, these are two offensive points. But these are also two quarterbacks who tend to throw a lot of interceptions.
Yeah, they do. I'm going to take the over. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
High turnover game.
Okay.
I think this is going to be a high turnover game just because Mahomes and Herbert.
Okay. I'm actually going to take the over in this one because it's a divisional battle between these two. It will be high turnovers, but I'm going to still take the over in this one. I'm going to say it'll probably just get to 47, so I'm going to take the over in this one. Now our Sunday games. Our first one at 1 o'clock, we have the Giants and the Washington Commanders.
The Giants and Washington Redskins. Yep. I am going Redskins. I expect them to slaughter the Giants.
Oh, I see that too. And one thing is, people who are also new here, I do make a lot of jokes on the Giants and cracks when they suck. One joke that has officially died is now that Tommy DeVito is no longer there, he's unfortunately with your New England Patriots. So the Mama Boys jokes have officially died unless he's... Huh?
Tommy Cutlets.
Yeah.
I said, welcome to New England, Tommy Cutlets.
Yeah, the only other way I would make those jokes is unless he starts.
He's going to start. I'm sorry, but Drake May is garbage.
Oh, yeah.
That's one reason I'm second-guessing my bet that I made.
You were saying, Wolf?
Oh, fuck. No, I was saying I'm fucking regretting my bet because I know fucking Drake May's going to restart, but going back to Giants versus Redskins.
Yeah.
And yes, people, I still call them the fucking Redskins.
Same here.
It's going to be the Redskins to me.
Yeah, same here.
I'm going to expect the Redskins to slaughter the Giants. There's six. I'm taking that.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Redskins as well, too, because right now you have a Giants team that is probably with Russell Wilson. The only thing they have is Malik Nabers. The defense did improve a little bit, but I will say this. If Malik Nabers goes down, I don't know who you have in a receiving corps for them. I really don't. So I'm going to go Washington as well. They have Washington as 5.5 favorites. You taking those points?
Yeah, I'm definitely taking those points.
Yeah, same here. Over, under 45 points.
Over, because I'm also expecting, with the way they were embarrassed in the playoffs, I expect Washington to come out swinging.
Oh, yeah. I see that, too. Let me say before we make our next game, how long do you see Jackson Dart starting before? Because I know it's going to get very bad for the Giants. How long before, okay, we're done with Russ, we're going to start Jackson Dart?
I'd say by, week 4.
You say week 4? Okay. I can see, because me and Joe we said at least week 6. So I can see somewhere within that time frame of week 4 and week 6. So I do see that happening. Next one we have is the Carolina Panthers and the Jags. Who you got?
Panthers, Jags. I'm taking the Jags.
Okay. For me, go ahead. For me, I'm going with
guys coming back healthy. So
okay. I'm going to say for me, I'm going with the upset pick here. I'm going with Carolina in this one because Bryce Young played outstanding football in the end. He was doing very, very good. Now, I'm not saying that the Panthers are going to be like a dark horse and thread the needle, but I can say if Bryce Young can improve and if Carolina goes at least 8-9 or 9-8, then you have something in Bryce Young here. But if they don't do good with him, then it's going to prove, okay, yeah, he was a bust here. But in this one, I'm going to go to upset here. I'm going to take Carolina for the upset. And I know with Jacksonville, it's like you get hyped up for them so much, but then after that, they don't do shit.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
Yeah, like I said, I like Tony Khan, what he's doing with AEW, using his brain and thinking and trying to prove to everybody he's getting a little bit smarter now. After what I watched tonight on AEW Dynamite when I was there, yes, I did want Alex Windsor to win, but after Mercedes Moné signed my sign, wished me happy birthday, and took a picture with me, kind of conflicted. So I can't really knock Tony Khan tonight.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hard one to knock. So
That's why I said if that photo doesn't occur and the wish of the happy birthday doesn't occur, then then this would have been a full knock. But as I will say, for those out there, I said in my previous episode, my card bounty is still in effect on Mercedes Moné. What that means is if any wrestler, whoever takes that TBS title off of her, whatever con it is, gets a thank you card from me and a $25 Starbucks gift card. That is anybody. And as desperate as I am, that could be either Thunder Rosa or even Megan Bayne. Whoever beats her, if it's Anna or Chris, I'll
desperate.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if it's Anna that beats her, or Chris, even though I don't think Chris needs that mid card title, because in my opinion, what I see Chris Statlander more is getting the women's belt. It's nothing against that belt. It's just I just see Chris needs the other belt. That's why. That's just how I see Chris Statlander as.
No, I totally agree with that.
Yeah, that's just my view on Chris. I said I don't care whoever it is. If it's Riho, then that is still in effect. But I'll only increase it if she beats either. If Anna and her have another rematch down the road, God knows whenever, and she beats her again, then I'm increasing it to $50 because that's when that bounty got in effect when she beat her. When that belt should have gone to her. That's when I put that whole card bounty out. Yeah, I know Toni Storm beat her, but that was different. The bounty is still in effect. Whoever beats her now, depending who it is, out of the three that I don't mind who beat her and take that title off her, 1 Anna, 2 Chris, or 3 Harley. Any one of those three do it, then I'm increasing it to $50.
Dude, I will match you and make it $100.
Okay. I said when I met Tony at WrestleCon in Jersey, me and Rick gave her almost a $45 gift card just for beating Mercedes.
You know she was waving that in Mercedes' face too.
Yeah. But like I said, that card bounty is still in effect regardless whoever it is. Like I said, as desperate as I am, when I said Thunder Rosa or Megan Bank, that's how desperate I want that damn TBS title off.
Dude, the second you said Thunder Rosa, I was like, this motherfucker's desperate.
Yeah, like I said, I am that damn
Listen
desperate.
to this podcast, just make it happen.
Yeah, that's what I said. Whoever takes it off of her, I don't care whom. If it's Thunder Rosa, if it's Megan Bayne, I don't even care. Even if it's Jamie Hayter, nothing against Jamie Hayter. I love Jamie Hayter. Even if it's Jamie Hayter, I'll do it. And Rick, I know you're listening to this. If Jamie does beat Mercedes for that TBS title, we'll make it 50. 25 from me and probably 25 from you. But that's if that occurs. That card bounty is still in effect, whoever does it. So I'm going to take the Panthers in this one. Since you are taking the Jags, are you taking them with the 3.5 points?
I am, yes.
You're going to take the points? Okay. I'm going to take Carolina with the 3.5 underdog points. So I'm going to take them with that. Over or under 46?
I'm taking the under for this. I just do not expect a high-scoring game here.
No, I don't either. I think under, Jacksonville's good at home, but I really don't see anything here for this to be over a game. So I'm going to take the under in that one. Next one we got is the Steelers and the Jets. Aaron Rodgers going against one of his 2 former teams.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take the Jets on this one.
Okay. You alright?
It's like acid on my tongue saying that.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
I understand what you meant. That was like blasphemy.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, I am a Patriots
Yeah.
fan, so
That literally was a struggle for you to say.
that you know how hard that was for me.
That was very hard. That's when I thought you were choking on something. I caught on. I was like, oh yeah, I now know why you struggled in saying that.
Fuck, I would rather be choking on something than have to say that ever again for the rest of the season.
No, yeah.
But Aaron Rodgers, the prima donna,
Mm-hmm.
He's going against one of his former teams. He's got all this hype around him, and I expect him to choke.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be that team winning.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think the Steelers are going to lose.
Okay. I do too. I have the Jets winning this one too. I really don't see. I think, like we said, Aaron Rodgers is a prima donna. He literally he acts like a dick at times. He's cocky and arrogant. And I know how people always chant on Chris Jericho, please retire. Here's one I will always chant towards is Aaron Rodgers. Please retire.
Retire.
Yeah. I do want him to retire, so I will take the Jets as well in this one. They have the Jets as good.
Some Listerine helped get that nasty taste out of my mouth.
I got you. They have the Jets as 2.5 underdog. You taking those points?
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
Same here. I'm going to take the 2.5 as well. Over or under 38.
Over.
Okay.
I actually think that is a very low score.
So you're saying it's
for
going
this
to
game.
So you're going to go under?
I think that score's too low. I think I'm gonna go over.
Okay, so you're going to go over. Okay. I'll take an over as well too. I'll take the over because I know both got something to prove because Pittsburgh literally cut him. And then Aaron Rodgers literally, he forced his way out. And so that one, before we go on to our next pick, 2 questions. Do you think the trend of Mike Tomlin having a winning season ends?
I think he figures out a way to squeeze 9 wins out of his team.
Okay. So he has a consecutive winning season here.
Yeah, I think he's going to figure out a way. I think they're going to lose their season opener, but no doubt in my mind, especially with his lucky rabbit's foot and Mason Rudolph back in there.
Yeah.
He's going to figure out a way to string together 9 wins.
Okay. So, I don't know how it's going to go here. I got to see how this schedule's going to go. I'm going to say no on this one because they have a very, very tough schedule. They have to deal with Baltimore twice, got to deal with Cincinnati twice, and you also got to deal with Cleveland. So I'm going to say no for the moment right now. Another question I'm going to ask, even though we're going to go off topic here. Do you think Britt Baker comes back and when they have AEW in Pittsburgh? If she does not show up in Pittsburgh, do you think she's not coming back for good?
I think she comes back.
For the Pittsburgh one? Because I know eventually they're going to be in Pittsburgh. AEW will.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I said if she's not back in if she's not back in Pittsburgh, then I think then I know she's not coming back.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that. I look at that the same way.
Okay, next one. Well, you'll be good for this one. Raiders Patriots.
Raiders Patriots.
Yes.
Oh, what's that? Man, Patriots. You already know I got that bet on.
Yep.
I need the Patriots to win, so I'm gonna take the Patriots to win.
Okay.
You have to wear a fucking Eli Manning jersey for the rest of the season because Drake May fucked up. I'm gonna crash the fuck out.
Oh man, that's bad right there, man. I'm also gonna take the Patriots as well. It's in Foxborough. The good thing is it's not in Vegas, because if this game was in Vegas, I hate to say I think Raiders would have won that game, because every time when New England goes to Las Vegas, screwy shit always occurs with them. And you know the one I'm talking about, the one where where the game should have gone to overtime.
Yeah, I know exactly what. I thought of that right away.
Yeah. That's why I said, when I looked at that, when I saw the schedule, I was like, this game better not be in Vegas. But now so it's in Foxborough. Okay, yeah, New England should win this one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually going to be up there for that one.
Yeah, because you were going to be on the scene there. You were going to be live at the scene there in Foxborough.
Yeah. Yeah, me and my buddy Kyle, who was a Raiders fan, except we're both going to be on scene, and I'm looking forward to the Patriots getting a win, and that motherfucker's got to then spend the rest of the season wearing a Tom Brady jersey.
There you go. Yes, I'm going to take the...
I will say this much.
Go ahead.
If some fluky shit happens and I wind up having to spend the rest of the season wearing an Eli Manning jersey, I'm stopping at MetLife Stadium to find an Eli Manning statue and take a piss on it. Just to make me feel better. Just to make.
I can understand that. Just to make you feel better.
Eli Manning statue and piss on that shit. Hey, one thing and Cowboys fans can agree on.
Yeah.
We see that statue, we will fucking piss on that.
Oh yeah, trust me, I'd take a piss on there too. I'd take a leak on there. Trust me, I've done my moments in MetLife enough. They know me enough. Okay, one is the Hudson River ring throw. The other was the Christmas Carol. The other was me acting like MJF, and then the most recent one where I did Swerve's house in there.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, that's all my moments in MetLife. But this year I might not go. It depends on how Dallas's record with that is. If Dallas's record is, I don't know what's going to happen down the road here. Like I said, if Dallas is like not playing for a playoff spot and it's like, okay, it's a preseason game, I'm not going. If it's to the point where they're trying to get a spot, maybe. But I also have to see how the weather is, because that's in the end of January.
I already know I'm going to have to go down to MetLife Stadium at least one more time this year after SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Just because I know my Patriots are going to be there. Yeah.
So.
And I'm figuring by that point, I'm hoping Tommy Cutlets will actually be playing instead of Drake May.
Yeah. Because I think your second is Joshua Dobbs.
Which I'll take him over May.
Yeah, I think anybody would take anybody over May. Yeah, I know it's Drake May, then it's Dobbs, and then it's Tommy Cutlets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping now that he's in I don't know where Tommy got his apartment at, if it's either somewhere in Boston or, I'm not going to say Connecticut, because that's way too expensive.
No, definitely not Connecticut.
No, that's way too high. That's why I said he probably might have got something in Boston, probably. But I'll take the Patriots with this one. They have the Patriots as 2.5 favorites. You taking those points?
I am.
All right, I'm
taking those points.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to take the 2.5 as well too. Over or under 43?
I'm going to go over.
Okay.
Because I expect both, just because we all know Tom Brady's going to be there.
Oh yeah, I take the over in that one too. So I'm going to take an over in that one. Next one we got is the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. Who you got?
Cardinals and Saints. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take the Cardinals on this one.
Okay. For me, I'm going to go New Orleans in this one because they are good at home. And right now, this is like the debut game of the Spencer Rattler and also Kellen Moore's first head coaching job. They do have Brandon Cooks. They have Olave. They have Kamara. I know at Arizona at times they are not good on the road at times, and I don't know. There's also times what Kyler I'm going to get. And I know last year they did not use Marvin Harrison Jr. the right way. Now I'm hoping this year they do. But for this instance, I'm going to go to New Orleans, and New Orleans needs something right now after getting fucked out of WrestleMania because now that went to Las Vegas.
Yeah, that was bullshit, by the way. Anyone from WWE evening, fuck you on that.
Yeah.
And fuck your damn ESPN deal.
Oh, I hate it. Yeah, because now everything's going to be on ESPN with WrestlePalooza, and then trying to counter program All Out because now All Out had to move to 3:00.
Well, I will be watching All Out, and then I'll be checking clips on YouTube and Instagram for WrestlePalooza.
Yeah, I'm going to watch All Out. Now I got to get Max now because I think they're still going to do YouTube, but now they announced, hey, every AEW pay-per-view is now going to be on HBO Max. So I was like, all right, well, now I got to renew my Max subscription.
Yeah, I still got my Max subscription, so I'm good there.
Yeah, I got rid of it after that point. I was like, I don't think we're going to need it anymore. But then when they said, because I said I would not get Max for AEW because I said, unless the day comes they say they're going to put the pay-per-views on there, then I will get Max. And now officially I have to. So for that, I am going to give me a second here. I said New Orleans. They have Arizona as 6.5 favorites. Are you taking those points?
I am not taking those points.
Okay, so you're going to take the 6.5 underdog points for New Orleans.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to take those two. Over or under 42 points?
I'm going to go... Because I just think this is going to be a fluky game for some reason.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go over.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to take the over in this one, too. Like you said, I can see this being some like a fluky game here, too. So I'm going to take the over, too. We have the Bengals and the Browns next. Who you got?
All right, Bengals. We were talking about it earlier. The Bengals need to get out to a fast start.
Mm-hmm.
I can't shake the feeling this is going to be a fuck you, Eagles.
Okay. So you think this is going to be a fuck you game to them, and the curse of Joe Burrow on opening day continues?
Yes.
So you're going to go with the Browns?
The curse of Joe Burrow is why I think this is going to be Curse of Joe Burrow on opening day is why I think this is going to be a fuck you game for the Bengals.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Bengals on this one. Like I said, I think right now, because you got Joe Flacco starting, and the Browns right now, you don't know what the fuck is going to happen with them down the road with quarterback situations. I know it's going to be Shador eventually, and then eventually you're going to have to deal with the elephant in the room, which is Deshaun Watson having to deal with either A, restructuring his contract, or B, having to cut him. So that's going to be that elephant in the room later on. But I'm going to take the Bengals in this one. I could see Chase Higgins and having a good, and Yoshevich too, and I can see Hendrickson getting to Joe Flacco. So I'm going to take the Bengals in this one. You are picking the Browns. They have Cleveland as 5.5 underdogs. Are you taking those points?
I am taking those points.
Okay. I'm going to take Cincinnati with the 5.5. I see them getting this win here, trying to get to this fast start, so I see them getting a win here. Over or under 47 points?
Ooh. I'm going to go this one because, let's be honest, the Bengals are a high-powered offense, so you expect this to be a high-scoring game, but fluky shit always happens, and the Browns defense seem to know how to slow Burrow down.
Yeah, they do. I'll give them that. So I'm going to take an over as well, too. Next question I'm going to ask you is, how long before Shador Sanders starts?
He's going to be starting by week 8.
Week 8?
If you ask me.
Yeah, I'm going to give it week 8, too. I'll say like around 7 or 8 because I know Cleveland ain't making no playoffs. They're not going to have a good record, a good season this year. So I think that's when they probably pull the trigger and put Shador in. Next one is the Dolphins and the Colts. Who you got?
Okay, for this one, I'm going to take the Dolphins.
Okay.
No, Tua, he's probably going to give himself another concussion.
Yeah.
That team's going to put up some points before he goes out.
Yeah, they will. And I really want to say this right now. I hope somebody taught Tua to learn how to slide this year, because if he takes one more concussion, he needs to retire, because I do not want him to be a CTE casualty, and I don't want to have to hear on ESPN breaking news Tua Tagovailoa has passed away due to CTE.
Yeah, and out of our minds, he is literally one concussion away from that.
Yeah, he is, and literally last year when they played the Bills, I thought luckily he recovered and got up, but he needs to learn how to slide or get out of bounds. And I'm hoping that he does. Yeah.
That does not mean head first into a dude's shoulders.
No. That's what I'm hoping, he's learned how to slide or get out of bounds, because, like I said, I don't want to see him be a CTE casualty, but I do have the Dolphins winning this one with Tyreek Hill, Devin Akane, and Jalen Waddle. And you got Minka back there getting to Daniel Jones. And I want to ask you this question. Do you think the Colts made the biggest, worst decision making Jones the starter? Oh, I take that as a yes. Yeah, the way you were laughing, I said I take that as a yes.
I take that as a, what choice did they have?
I look at it that way. I know Daniel Jones. Because
it was him or Richardson.
Yeah.
What were they? Like, they should have called Nick Foles to see what it would take to get him to come out of retirement.
Yeah. I don't know what it would have took. I know right now, Pat McAfee is probably pissed off about it. I haven't watched Pat McAfee in a while, but I think he probably was shitting bricks about this.
Oh, fuck, Mac. I don't even want to think about what Pat McAfee's been doing to himself over this.
Yeah.
I was actually putting that on Snapchat the other day when I saw Daniel Jones as the starting quarterback. I was like, I need to do a wellness check on Pat McAfee, like, right now.
Yeah. Because literally, because Richardson you can't trust. Okay, yeah, I know he got injured in his first year, and then the second year he got bad, he got benched. And then that was the one where, a game they shouldn't have lost against the Giants because you literally could have fucked up their draft seeding. No, wait. The Giants fucked their own draft seeding when they beat the Colts. Let me take that back. Last year. But that was that one there, so I'm going to take the Dolphins in this one. They have the Dolphins as 1.5 underdogs. Are you taking those points?
I am taking those points.
Yeah, I'm going to take them as well.
Good. I don't see this game being that close at all.
No, I don't either. I'm going to take the Dolphins with the 1.5 too. Over or under 46.
Oof. Honestly, if that Dolphins offense firing on all cylinders, they'll cover that by themselves.
Oh, yeah. I can see them getting it.
I'll take the over.
Yeah, I'm going to take the over. I can think the Dolphins get the 46 on their own. They don't need any help from the Colts. I can see them getting it on their own. This one's going to be a good game. An NFC South battle. The Buccaneers and the Falcons.
Okay. Buccaneers, Falcons. This, to me, is going to be another Bengals-Browns. I think this is going to be a fuck you game for the Bucs.
Okay. So you're going to take Atlanta in this one?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I'm going to take Tampa in this one. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I just can't shake the feeling this is going to be a game.
You think that? I know last time they played, that was with Kirk Cousins. That one was the fuck you game there when it was with Kirk Cousins in overtime last year in Atlanta. This one I see is, I do agree this is a fuck you game possibly, but I have Tampa winning this one close because I could see they still have that 1-2 combination with Bucky Irving and Rasheed White. They have that rookie receiver. Mike Evans still a beast, and I can see that defense. Well, we're going to see how Ray Penix does. How do you think Penix is going to do in a full season?
Full season in Atlanta?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to be either 8-9 or 9-8 for his first full season.
Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, I can see that. But for this, I'm going to go with the Bucs in this one because I know everybody wants to say, "Oh, Baker's garbage." No, I think last year, had they not got a little cocky with Washington, I don't know how far they would have. I don't think they would have made a championship. I think they would have just got 2 and done in the divisional again.
Yeah, no they're a divisional team, maybe a conference championship team.
Yeah.
Baker is definitely a quarterback that he gets credit for.
Yeah.
Everyone was just too banged up around him, and I think that was his undoing.
Yeah, I think that was. I think that's probably why they lost to Washington in the wild card that year, because they probably would have had to have gone to Detroit, because I think, what were they? I think they were. Tampa was a 4 that year. And then they had to play Washington, and then Washington pulled off that dub, that upset nobody saw coming. So I'm going to go with Tampa here. They have Atlanta as 1.5 underdogs. You taking those points?
I am taking those points, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to take Tampa with the 1.5 to cover. Over, under 47 points.
Again, over. Unlike Bengals-Browns, where I expect it to be fluky and a low-scoring game, I have a strange feeling this one's going to be a shootout.
Yeah, I'm going to take the over because Baker can put up points, and you can get good numbers out of Mike Evans and also Rasheed White and Bucky Irvin. So I'm going to take an over in this one. Next one we got. Okay, I'm sorry.
Definitely, they will.
Yeah. So next is our 4 o'clock games. We have is the Titans and the Broncos. Who you got?
Broncos, Titans, I am taking the Broncos.
Okay. I'm going to go Denver as well, too. I think Bo Nix has a good year this time. I think this is actually a team, because I'm going to say it's down the road. I will not be shocked if Denver splits with KC this year, because after last year, came very, very close in that first meeting, had the special teams not blocked that field goal. So I think Denver might be the one that could give the Chiefs a run for their money this year. Do you think that?
Because just because they got so close in that one game, I think they're going to come in with a lot of confidence, and I think they're going to be in Mahomes' head this year.
Yeah, I do think that, because when I was watching that game last year, I was like, hey, what if Denver pulls this upset off? They came close, and I'm going like, okay, all you got to do is just kick the field goal. It's a sure thing. Well, now it is not anymore, because we've had 2 kicks blocked this year. It's not a sure thing anymore when you get to the point where you kick it.
Yeah, that surprises me how that's gone so far.
Yeah, because that shocked me in a way. I would have been like, oh my God, they're going to pull up the upset, but unfortunately, no, they didn't due to the block right there. So I will take Denver in this one. They have the Broncos as 7.5 favorites. You taking those points?
Ooh, I do not taking those points.
Okay.
I will not take that.
Okay. So you're going to take Tennessee with the 7.5.
Yes.
Denver at times is not easy to put up points in Denver. And I did say with Joe I was going to take the points with Denver. You know what? I'm going to switch it. I'm going to take the Titans in this one. Nothing. I'm going to say right now, the Titans. It's a rebuild team. They have a rookie quarterback. Everybody's young. You have a new coach. Titans are not going to do good this year anyway, so they'll get some wins. They probably might get like maybe 3 or 4 or 5 wins, but I don't see anything else big out of them. So I'll take them with the 7.5. Over or under 42 points.
I'm gonna go just barely over.
Okay. I'm going to say over barely. I'm going to say maybe it gets to 43. You're just touching 42.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think you're just going to touch it. Yeah, they're going to touch it. So I'm going to take an over in that one. Next one, we have our NFC West divisional battle. The Seahawks and the 49ers. Who you got?
49ers. Even though I'm expecting San Francisco to have a down year, I think it'll be a smoke and mirrors game where they let people think they still got it. I'm going to take San Francisco for this one.
Okay. This one, when we said the fuck you games, this one I think is going to be a San Fran fuck you game. I'm actually going to go with Seattle in this one because San Fran does not have all their weapons. Okay, you're getting Christian McCaffrey back from his injury. We're going to prove was Purdy really worth all that money? In my opinion, I don't think so. What do you think?
I don't think he's worth all that money. He's a good quarterback, but he's not that good.
Yeah, I really don't think Purdy's worth all that money. That You lost a lot of guys on the defense too. You even with Debo gone, I don't think it would have thrown Debo in with George Kittle, which I cannot stand due to his little fuck Dallas shirt. And I was hoping that night when I was at WrestleMania Night 1, I was really hoping that Kofi Kingston would have punched his little lights out and they would have thrown him out.
I was waiting for it to happen, dude.
That's what I was hoping on. Because when they got into it in a confrontation, I was really hoping, I was like, in my head, I was like, Kofi, for the love of God, just punch this motherfucker for all I care. Then they could throw him out of here. He doesn't need to be here. Because I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to get with Bailey.
Oh, God. It's actually borderline pathetic how obvious it is.
It is borderline. It is that bad. Because we know what he's trying to do. Okay, yeah, Bailey is hot, and I'm not hating on her. But is it really that you're that desperate? You want to go to every WrestleMania to see if you could try to get with her? The good thing is, thank God you weren't at SummerSlam. I don't think he was he?
I kind of wish he would have been at SummerSlam.
I know she was in action.
She would have been there now.
Yeah, I know she was in action because she lost that triple threat to Becky and Lyra. Well, Becky was the one that walked away, but I don't think George Kittle was there because they did not show him. If I recall, we were there. I don't think they didn't say, "Oh, George Kittle is here."
Yeah, no, they did not say he was there. Which again, like you, I am shocked just because we all know he wants to fucking at least pants.
Yeah, he wants to fuck Bill and get in her pants. Yeah, we all know that. But he makes it so obvious and so desperate when he goes to WrestleMania. Like, okay, we're cities you don't need to belong to. Okay, Dallas, you didn't need to go there. And then you really made it worse by rubbing in that loss to us. And then, like I said, I don't like him ever since he put that fuck Dallas shirt on. That's the reason why I don't like him. I'm never going to forget that.
I mean, that's fair.
I'm never going to let that.
Fair.
Yeah, that's my reason why I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, to me, he's just a Gronk.
Yeah.
Which, George Kittle, if you somehow wind up listening to this, you are not Gronk. You will never be Gronk. You don't even deserve to sniff shoes.
Yeah.
So give it up. You're not Gronk.
No,
you're never going to be.
No, he's not. And I'll give it that. Like I said, that's my reasons why I can't stand George Kittle because, I don't like the 49ers because it's a rivalry thing. No, I don't like the 49ers, due to the rivalry, but I just cannot stand him ever since when he put that fuck Dallas shirt on. That's the reason why I cannot stand him. I'm sorry, that was dirty pull, mister. Okay, yeah. I could have said, if you would have said fuck Cowboys, different story. I don't have a problem with that. But you literally said it to the whole city of Dallas. I'm sorry. I got a little pissed off at that.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
That's why I said there's reasons why I can't stand him. And that's when I said literally, in my heart, I was hoping that Kofi Kingston would have punched his lights out that night. When they had that little confrontation, when he got into it with it. I was like saying in my head, like, Kofi, for the love of God, punch him, please. Because I want to see if this jackass is going to hop this barricade and get thrown out. Like I said, I don't have a problem with people going like WWE or WrestleMania. Like, okay, when we were at WrestleMania 40 with the Eagles, different story because you knew something was going to involve the Eagles.
Oh, yeah, just cause. It's Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's Philadelphia. I don't have an issue with Lane Johnson and Travis. Damn, I got Travis on the brain. Sorry. Jason Kelsey interfered and helped Ray and Andrade beat Dominic. And I forget who it was. Dom and who else? I forget. Who was Dom teaming with that night?
It was.
Was it Carlito?
No, it wasn't Carlito. It was the leader of Legado de la Fantasma.
Santos Escobar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Santos Escobar. Yeah, I didn't have a problem with that. Now, Vegas, I wouldn't have minded if you had Max Crosby there for the Raiders. And that's the only big name that I can think of for Las Vegas. Or even have the Vegas Golden Knights there. I wouldn't have minded that. But him, every 5 minutes, okay, I don't know if I am going to go to Mania in Vegas this year again. I don't know. I'm still debating on it right now. But, yeah, I hope to God I don't see him again. And whatever match, whomever it is, I hope to God, I don't care whatever wrestler it is. I don't care even if it's Brock. does something to him.
Dude, you know what I kind of want? I want that motherfucker to show up at WrestleMania
Mm-hmm.
and Bailey's lawyer walks out for and serves him with a fucking restraining order.
I hope. I know Bailey's a San Francisco 49ers fan because, yeah.
That would fucking make seeing his ass there worth it.
Yeah, that would make it worth it. I would love that too. But that's just how I feel about George Kittle. Moving on. You said you were taking the Niners. They are 2.5 favorites. You taking those points?
I am.
I'm going to take the Seattle Seahawks with the underdog points, 2.5. I have Seattle winning this with Smith and Jigba, Kenneth Walker, and I can see the defense getting Purdy. I think this is the year they both split. So I'm going to take the Seahawks in this one over or under 43 points.
I'm going to go over. I just want to throw out there. I also agree. I think 49ers and Seahawks as well.
Mm-hmm.
I just think the 49ers take this first one.
Yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah, I got you on that. I'm going to take the over in this one, too. So I'm going to say over in this one. Next one is, I think this is probably going to be the game of the week on either CBS or Fox. Lions-Packers, who you got?
Lions-Packers, I am taking the Lions.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to take Detroit as well. I think this is the year that they bounce. Well, I'm not going to say bounce back. I think this is the year that, had those injuries not occurred, I think they probably would have made it to the finals. That they would have made it to a Super Bowl and probably won it all had those injuries not occurred. Now, I know it's a little bit different this year. No Ben Johnson, no Aaron Glenn. You still have Jared Goff. You still have Gibbs and Montgomery, Laporta, Jamison Williams, and St. Brown. And you get Aiden Hutchinson back in the defense and Anceloni. But I do think Detroit gets the win here. For this one, I do think that they are, regardless if Micah Parsons does play or not, and this is a big-name game, even if Micah does play, I don't know if he would get to Jared Goff or not. So I will take Detroit in this one.
Yeah, I'm taking Troy. I don't see Parsons getting to Goff.
No.
I just don't.
Yeah, I can't see him trying to stop the run either. Because I could see either both Gibbs and Montgomery running over him.
Oh, especially Montgomery.
Yeah. So I'm going to take Detroit in this one. They have Detroit as 2.5 underdogs. Are you taking those points?
I am taking those points.
Yeah, same here. I'm going to take that as well. Over or under 47?
I'm going to go just under.
Okay.
I'm going to go like 46 points.
46. I'm going to say over like maybe 48 because both of these two teams can put up points. And this is not going to be like the first meeting how it was in Green Bay last time because, one, it was raining and Jordan Love was just coming back from an injury. And I think Jordan Love was dealing with a groin injury that time. So I'm going to take Detroit with this one, with the over. Next one we got is, this one could be a sleeper good game here. And I know it's only week one. The Texans and the Rams. Who you got?
Take the Texans, and I agree this is going to be a sleeper good game.
So you're taking Houston?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to go LA on this one. I know Houston at times is not good on the road at times. Now, if this game would have been in Houston, I would have said Houston gets the win here. And I know this is C.J. Stroud's third year. They will be getting some of their weapons back, like Tank Dell, Nico Collins. Just for them, I like Houston. I like C.J. Stroud just for them. Get a couple more pieces, then we could put you up in the categories of the elites with the Bills, with the Ravens, with the Chiefs. And then there's the possibility they can finally make their first AFC Championship game this year. It's just right now, I think that they're going to be getting to and done again in another divisional.
I think the same thing.
Yeah, they just need a couple more pieces. That's what it is. But for this game, I'm going to take the Rams in this one. I can see Verse getting the Stroud, and I can see Kyrie Williams having a good game and Puka Nacua. So I will take them. And I'm going to say this. Do you think this is probably Stafford's last year, or is he going to keep going, or does he retire? Because he's had it done to him.
Depend on for Stafford, I think it's going to depend what they do this year.
Okay.
I think if they make a run, and the team can compete for another Super Bowl next year, he'll come back.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they have like another season where they skip low, where they just Ashburn missed the playoffs again, I see him hanging it up.
Yeah, I could say it because I said Stafford's got the one ring, but I know it's just the injuries are really piling up on him. That's what it is. It's just pretty soon. I know the Rams are going to have to think next year's draft is okay. Let's find his successor. Let's find somebody in free agency, or let me see what I have on my depth chart for next year. But we'll see what occurs. Now, if they make it to a championship, I could probably say, you know what, Stafford goes like, you know what, I can go one more year. I got one more in me. I can go. Let me try to get one more run.
Especially if it's a championship game,
Yeah,
where they are competitive.
Yeah, that's the
And
thing.
it's something like they lose on a last. Say some bullshit happens, like they lose on a last minute field goal.
Yeah.
In overtime or something.
Yeah.
Definitely say I got one more year.
Yeah, then he'd probably say, hey, I got one more year in me. I don't want to go out just like that. They have well, since you were picking Houston, they have Houston as 3-point underdogs. Are you taking those points?
I am taking those points.
I'm going to take the Rams with the 3. So I'm going to say they are favored to win with the 3 points. I'm going to take the Rams with the 3 points. Over or under 43 points.
I expect this game to be another shootout. Again, this is going to be a sleeper good game.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be a high scoring one.
Yeah, I'm going to say over too. So I'm going to take the over in that one. Now we have our Sunday night game, which is the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens in Buffalo. For Baltimore back at the scene of the crime.
Oof. I'm taking the Bills for this one.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go with the Bills as well in this one.
They're coming in pissed off and they want redemption.
Yeah, I'm gonna
redemption.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bills as well in this one too, because it's almost like every year we say it with the Bills. It's like every time with him and Mahomes, they are that close, and then again they lose it, and then we have to go like, okay, what is the issue here? Is it a missing piece? Is it coaching? Do we need to get someone in the trade deadline? Because right now they don't have a true number one. Nothing against Shakir. I like Dalton Kincaid, but they're going to have to find something here. Because let's say, I do have a feeling we're going to get another Mahomes and Allen Bowl in a playoffs. Do you think this is finally the year?
Definitely.
Do you think this is finally the year Josh Allen finally gets him, regardless if it's in a divisional or an AFC championship?
In an AFC championship, you know the NFL is going to want those ratings. They'll make sure that happens.
Yeah. So do you think this is the year finally he gets one over on him? Because it's almost like Manning and Brady. Because it took Peyton so many, he finally got one. He got 2 over Brady that time. One in Indy and then one in Denver.
Yeah, but it took him like a long time.
It did take him a long time. And I'm saying right now, this is almost feeling that way between Mahomes and Allen. Now, I don't know if this is going to be finally the year he gets him this time.
I would not complain if it is.
I wouldn't either. And it doesn't matter where the location is, if it's in KC or even Buffalo. I just know
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we all thought that year when KC had to go on the road, we all thought, oh, Buffalo's finally going to get him. But then the curse of Scott Norwood kicked in.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what happened there. But I'm saying in this year, does Buffalo finally get him? I'm hoping Buffalo does this year. So that's year to get him. But I'm going to go with the Bills in this one here. I can see James Cook is going to be a little bit, because he held out a little bit, he might be a little bit rusty, but I can still see Josh Allen getting the job done with his legs and with his arm. The defense getting Lamar. So I'm going to take the Bills in this one. They have the Bills as 1.5 underdogs. Are you taking those points?
I am taking those points.
Same here. I'm going to take it as well. Over or under 50 points?
Oof, this is a tough one because, again, these are two offenses that can put up points.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say And
You're gonna say it's gonna go over?
under.
Oh, you're gonna go under. Oh, okay.
I don't know. I just have a feeling it's gonna be like just under.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. I'm gonna take an under because I did say over. I think there's the point it could just miss by 2 points or a point.
That's what I can't. I keep thinking it's gonna be like just by 1 point.
Yeah, I think it probably might miss by a point or two. So I'm gonna take. I did say over earlier, but this one, it could go. It could be a miss right there. It could just miss it. So I'm gonna do that one. And in the Monday night main event, the Vikings and the Bears. Who you got?
I am taking the Vikings.
Same here. I'm going with this one. Sorry, Seth, if you're listening to this, I got to go against the Bears. Even though eventually, I'll say this: if Seth Rollins, when he does retire, he does have something with Good Morning Football. If you ever see his analyzing on there, if you've ever watched.
Yeah.
Because I know he's a diehard Bears fan, and like nothing against Chicago. Sorry, Seth, I do like you, and I did like what you did to CM Punk at SummerSlam when you did pull the ruse of the century, which was funny to me.
That was I was nuts.
I think we all did. Did you see the guy who crashed out on the escalator? All of us are singing the Seth Rollins song, and then the one fan goes mad. He's like, "Shut up! I don't want to hear that song. That's all he has. Shut the hell up!"
I was like, I cracked open 2 beers and I was like doing like a Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Because I laughed my ass off when that occurred. I was like, damn, he fooled us all.
As soon as he Satan got rid of the crutches, I was like, yes. Here we fucking go.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, he's cashing in. That was the greatest moment over. Like I said, the only other person who could ever make another cash in better than Heist of the Century was Seth Rollins himself, who literally topped it with Ruse of the Century. Unfortunately, MJF can't top it because now with the whole contract thing, you have to give a week's notice and say, hey, you're cashing in. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I hated that Tony Khan did that because I'm not saying that MJF would have topped Ruse of the Century, but I think he would have equaled it.
Oh, he's one of the people who had the potential to equal it.
Yeah, until Tony Khan put that rule in effect.
Yeah.
That's what I didn't like. I was like, are you kidding me? I said, we've had the greatest cash-ins in the world. And I said, MJF of all people could have literally... I'm not saying he would have topped Ruse of the Century. I think he would have equaled it.
At the very least, he would have equaled it.
Yeah, he would have equaled it. That would have been it because out of the best cash-ins that have been done in wrestling so far are Seth's 2. Both of the Seths have been good. I'm trying to think of another one that was a good cash-in. I hate to say it, CM Punk's was against Jeff Hardy that time.
Yeah, I mean, it was still good, though.
That
was when you had your Punk his flowers.
Yeah, that one wasn't a bad cash. And I'll give when Ambrose's was when he cashed in on Seth, when Seth was waiting on him to come, but then all of a sudden Moxley came out from behind the crowd and knocked him out with the briefcase.
My favorite part of that was just the fact that told both Seth and Roman.
Yeah, he told them both. Yeah, he was going to cash in, and Rollins already knew he was expecting it, but what Rollins didn't expect was that Moxley was going to come through the crowd and knock him out.
Yeah.
That was the one thing he didn't expect. That was a good cash in. I'm trying to think any other men's I could think that were good cash. Oh, Edge's, which is the original one when Coke did it, the original cash in.
Oh yeah.
That one was
Edge cash in.
Yeah, the original one. That was a good one. I'm trying to think of anyone else I know that had a good cash in besides him. Dolph was all right. Nothing against his. I'm trying to think of anyone else.
That one could have been so much better. It had potential.
Yeah, it did have potential. It could have been better. Swagger's was all right. I had nothing against Hager. His was all right. Kane's was okay because Kane literally, when he saw Mysterio down after he got done beating up Swagger, he was like, oh shit, let me go cash in. Ray's down and he's literally dead to rights.
Yeah.
That one was a good one. Mrs. wasn't that bad when he cashed in on Orton. That's about it. Women-wise, I can say the only I can say for the women's cash-ins that were good was Tiffany's was the only other one.
It's Tiffy time.
Yeah, that was the only one that I found good. Nothing against Naomi's, but we all know what Naomi's was used for because AEW beat them badly.
Yeah.
That
definitely cheapened Naomi.
Yeah.
Like,
it literally cheapened her. Yeah, congratulations on her being pregnant and all, but it did cheapen. And I was like, you only did this cash in because you needed something to be talked about because NXT was a forgettable show and Saturday Night's Main Event really sucked, and you needed something so people could talk about.
Yeah, I mean, like, say, even like it was okay, but yeah, AEW just steamrolled them that weekend.
Yeah, and they needed something to talk about because it was okay. Because I still think originally Naomi was going to botch. That's still my opinion. I think Naomi probably was going to be the first botch. The first woman to botch a cash-in.
I could see that.
Yeah, I do see that, but that's it. But I'm going to go with my last one, which is, for those of whoever don't watch TNA, the greatest one of all is when Moose cashed in on Josh Alexander in front of his wife and kids.
The good one.
That one is. That was like... I'm sorry, Rusev Century will always be the greatest one, but I don't think anybody's ever going to top Moose's, which was when he literally cashed in his Bound for Glory trophy right on Josh Alexander and beat him right in front of his wife and kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, good.
Don't worry, Seth. You're always going to have two of the passions. Heist of the Century and Rusev of the Century.
Yes. That will always be his best ones right there, and we know we now have the wives involved with Becky and possibly AJ coming back.
They're all but telegraphing that she's coming back.
Yeah, they are.
They might as well just open up SmackDown with, let's light it up.
Yeah, you might as well, because CM Punk goes like, and where's SmackDown going to be? In Chicago. Because, trust me, he should have realized one thing.
So, Becky, you're going to regret putting your hands on me.
Yeah, because we know it's not going to be Rhea, because, yeah, we're not going to have Rhea do it, because that makes no sense. But then again, we know how WWE is. They'll give you something you know is not supposed, you don't want. Nothing against Rhea, but I just don't see that. But that was for that one, because like I said, when I watched Clash and Castle, was the first thing that came to my mind was, okay, well, Bronson got kicked out, Braun got kicked out, Heyman's in the hospital, and Seth has nobody to give him the win to get out of this. And I said I wasn't shocked was Becky was going to be a member, which we all knew that was going to come. And now, eventually, I'm hoping if WWE is watching...
Like duo who are both heels and champions, it was bound to happen.
Yeah, it was bound to happen. But I'm hoping is the Family Guy segment, I hope one day whoever does listen is do this segment one time, is where Seth is sitting down in catering or wherever in the locker room, Paul Heyman's with him, with like, Seth, what happened to you? I had a long night, Paul. Becky was the man. Well, she is the man. No, Paul. She was the other man. You're like, oh, dear Lord. You're like, I want to let you know, I didn't cry. I'm hoping for that segment one day. I am hoping for that.
That segment needs to be a thing.
Yes.
It needs to happen.
Yes. I'm hoping that does occur. I don't care when, but that segment needs to happen. For anybody that whoever watches Family Guy, one episode is Lois versus the New Yorkers. Is literally when Peter is eating Stewie's graham crackers, Stewie gets upset, and then Brian comes in like, run along, Stewie, Daddy had a rough night. And then after that, it's Brian comes in and goes like, good morning, Peter. What happened to you? Last night, Lois was the man. because I'm hoping for that down the road. But for this one, I'm going to go with the Vikings as well. I can see J.J. McCarthy have like an okay game. We're going to see how he does in this Week 1 game. You still have Aaron Jones. Jordan Addison's going to be out due to suspension. You still have Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, and Hockenson, and the defense should get to Caleb Williams. So I'm going to take the Vikings in this one. They have the Vikings as... I'm trying to find it. Damn it.
The Vikings are 1.5 favorites.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, there we go. Vikings are 1.5 favorites. Are you going to take the one? Take them with the points.
I am taking those points.
Same here. I'm going to take the 1.5.
I'm definitely taking them with the points.
Yeah, I'm going to take them as well with the points. Over or under 44?
Over.
I'm going to take an over in this one too.
Again, yeah. I think he's going to have an okay game.
Mm-hmm.
I think just Jefferson's going to go off and do what he does best.
Yeah, I can see a gritty in the end zone by Justin Jefferson, so I see them getting a win. So before we end, what games should we all be looking forward to besides tomorrow night's game?
Let's see. I am nervously looking forward to my Patriots game just because I'm here at ground zero.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Ravens Bills. I think that's going to be absolute banger.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm also looking forward to Texas. I think that's going to be a sleeper game for like game of the week.
Yeah. For me, I'm going to go with tomorrow's game, and like I said, for those that follow me, like I said, if the Cowboys do win that game Saturday at Collision, I will wear my Dallas Cowboys cap and one of my Anna J shirts. More likely it's going to be Fat Ass Bad Attitude, and I'm going to say this right now. Do not put the heat on her, and I will repeat it. Put the heat on me. She didn't do anything. I'll do that game.
Right.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Saying all right. What else you got, brother?
I'm gonna say Tampa and Atlanta should be a good game I want to watch. And then for our 4 o'clocks, besides Detroit and Green Bay and Seattle and San Fran, and then the sleeper game, LA and Houston, and the Sunday night and Monday night games. So those are all a good game. But before we end, I bid adieu. It's just been enough time for talk. It's time for kickoff. I'm Dave Walker with Wolf, and we'll see you on the field. Good night, everybody.
Next.
All right. See you around, man.
See you, brother.
Later.
You have a good one, buddy.
You too, man. Ooh, I'm bleeding.